Isn't it crazy that your own family might not be your friend? They might not want the best out of you. Your family, your your parents, your siblings. Isn't it crazy? And it's normal. It's quite common actually. It messes up with your head, and no one can say, "Oh, that's not true," and it doesn't happen. No, you're wrong. It happens. There are plenty of examples. Your own family doesn't want your good. They don't mean well. I just thought of a recent example. I read the book by Britney Spears, the one that she wrote recently, her autobiography. And it's just mind blowing how her own family, her own friends did not want. They were all against her, basically. It's just mind blowing to read that her own father hated her, hates her, basically. He completely used her. Anyway, I just thought about that. I come from Greece. I was born in 1980. My parents got together, they got married without even knowing each other. It was just, they were just from different villages, and they were the single ones at the time, and they got together and they got married, they got engaged, they got married for the sole purpose to create a family, because that's what you had to do. There is no other option. That's what you had to do. I don't remember when. I don't know when that was. I think in the 70s when they got married and they created a family. Completely loveless marriage. I can't stress that enough. That's loveless marriage. They did not love each other whatsoever. I've never seen my parents showing affection to each other, not once. My parents never told me they loved me. They never hugged me. They never asked how was, like, the basics, how your day was, or how was school, or like how parents help their kids with homework and stuff like that. To me, this is alien. This is completely like, what? Your parents do what? No, they never helped me with, or I have two siblings. They never helped us. Zero love, zero affection. But to be completely fair, they gave us everything. Like, as in, whatever we needed. We were not by any means wealthy, by any means. Like, me and my siblings were in the same room. Like, we had one bedroom. We were all in the same room, but we had everything, like school, whatever we needed from school. They never said no. They gave us money to do, school things. When I wanted to learn the guitar, they never said no. I never had any issues. Like, we had everything health wise, dentists, stuff like that. They did not neglect us in that way. We had everything we needed, but zero love, zero affection, zero anything of that sort. I did not. I'm trying so hard to remember. I'm just trying. I just remember my dad teaching us how to play cards New Year's Eve. And that's like a nice little memory. Anyway, they did not love each other whatsoever. They were very vocal about it. And they were sleeping, they have been sleeping, they're still alive. They have been sleeping in different bedrooms for a long time, like since I can remember myself, since I left Greece in 2001. 2001, I left Greece. I went to live in Italy, and I didn't leave Greece because I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't have this. I only left Greece because I wanted to be adventurous. I wanted to see the world, and no one else in my family was like that. And to that, they show they show no objection whatsoever. What are you gonna do? Like, how if I was a mother, I don't know if I had a child, I would be like, be careful and what are you gonna do there? Completely, oh yeah, go for it. Not, but not in a supportive way. Go for it, and I will protect you. I will support you. Sort of like do whatever you want. And after years, it occurred to me that I don't think my mother liked me. I don't think she actually likes me. I don't think my mother likes us, to be honest. She likes me, my sister, or my brother. We love each other in a way like if something bad happens to us, we would be sad. I don't know how to explain this. Like I love my family. I would absolutely be devastated if something happened to them. But I don't like them, if that makes sense. And I think it's vice versa because I don't think my mother would like me if I wasn't her daughter. She only likes me because I'm her daughter, if that makes sense. Like, would I hang out with my parents if they were not my parents? No. Would I hang out with my siblings if they were not my siblings? No. And I feel so guilty to say that. Like, if I could, I don't know how to say that without sounding so mean. How can I put this? I make the effort to visit my family once a year. No one has ever come here to visit me, apart from my brother. Like 15 years ago, he came to visit me, but he just came here to visit London. It was just a good opportunity. But then never make an effort to come and visit. They never ask anything about me. They never said, I'm so proud of you. Sometimes when I go back to Greece, and I'm trying guys so hard to have conversations, like mature conversations, like to be interested. I'm actually interested because I feel like I am more educated in those things, like in emotional intelligence. And I want to get to know my parents. I want to get to know my siblings. And it's just always one way. And I always I feel like, oh, we made some progress today, as in I know a little bit more about them, but they never ask anything about me ever. How is it possible? Guys, I lived in so many countries. I've done everything by myself. Everything. No one supported. I didn't have money. I've done everything. I can't imagine having a brother or having a sister or having a daughter and not wanting to know everything. How did you do this? How did you succeed? I don't know. I made everything by myself. No one told me this is the visa you need to do. This is the procedures you have to do. 3 different countries, different languages. It's not my native language, Italian or English. They're not my native languages. And I sorted everything out. And I feel, guys, like a success. I feel like I've succeeded. No one in my family has ever done that. And for them to never ask me anything. And on that note, I went back to Greece last year, as in like my annual visit to my parents, because I have to. I feel like I have to, guys. And it's a burden to have to say it out loud. I feel like I have to. Otherwise, we'll never see each other. If I don't go, I wouldn't see my parents at all. 23 years, how long it's been. If I don't put the effort, I would never see my parents. How bizarre is that? How mad? I forgot what I wanted to say. I forgot the point I was just trying to make. Anyway, yes, I went to Greece last year and I was having a conversation with my mother. And I was, again, trying to, force feed her my news. I want her to know. I want her, not my news, my life. I want her to know what I've achieved. So I was just trying to tell her, when I was working on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, New York, and all that. Like, if I heard that, someone like in my close family say that, I would want to, oh, carry on. Oh my God, did you go there? Oh, did you? I would ask my own family. She didn't ask anything. And then she changed the subject. She started talking about the stuff she always talks about, like neighbors and how it's always the same. That she complains about the same people for decades, 3 decades, and then I stopped her and I said, "You never ask anything about me," and I said, I don't know how the conversation went, and I said, "I've lived 1,000 lives." Oh yes, she was just trying to talk to me about someone. I completely forgot what she was talking about. I'm like, I left in early 2000s, and you're talking about, I've met so many people after that. Oh yes, he was just trying to talk to me about a boyfriend I was dating when I was in high school. I'm like, who? I've I've seen a million people after that. I've lived actually that's what I said. I've lived 1,000 lives after I left Greece, and you still stuck telling me about that person that I don't even remember. As she sniggers, she went, 1,000 lives. Calm down, like completely patronizing and condescending, sort of like, oh, calm down. And I told her, you know nothing about my life. If it was someone else, do you know what's why I said that your parents don't like you? They're in competition with you. Some families don't like their relative. They don't like the families. It's because she said that whatever, like kind of like it's whatever. Because if it was someone else, if it was someone she knows, like from her friends or whatever, she would have shown politeness, kindness, and ask. She would have shown more interest. She would have shown more. Oh, tell me more. That sounds so cool. Oh, tell me, because she tells me about other people, and I don't know, kind of like achievements, like, oh, they were accepted in that college and whatever, this and that. And that's amazing. That's great. That's great. But if we kind of like, oh, she did that, and you're impressed by what she did. She was accepted in a college, or she got that job she wanted, which is amazing. And you're not interested about me. That I honestly had zero support. Zero. I was like in the US, I was in Italy, I was in England, and they wouldn't know what I was going through alone. And I have to accept that she doesn't like me. And I never had a "I'm so proud of you" from her. And you might have um, noticed that I don't even talk about my dad. My dad is alive, but he's he's never there. Sort of like he's there, but he's never been there. Like sort of completely like a guest. I've never thought, "Oh, I'm gonna tell my dad this," or "I have my dad with me," or never. Like my dad is not, like, to me is, I'm sorry, non-existent. Like he was only provided he would come from work, have dinner, and the next day the same thing. It's just like never asking anything, nothing. We have to. I don't know what to say. We have to accept that sometimes we have to accept. We have to be honest with ourselves that our families may not like us. And I can see that from my brother and sister. I don't know. I've tried so hard to be friends with my brother and sister. We're completely different people. We have a WhatsApp group. We just message here and there. But we never, I mean, to be honest, and I'm like that, I don't ask. I don't care anymore. I don't ask. If they don't ask, it is like that. If you don't water something, it will not fucking blossom. So if you don't water me, I'm not gonna blossom. As in, like, I'm not gonna ask about you. If you don't ask about me, why ask about you? It's the same. It's the same thing. And I opened a can of worms basically because I've started doing that shadow work. I mentioned that in a previous video, and I'm just starting remembering things about my mother. As I said, my dad completely non-existent. Remembering things that my mom would say, even when I was just doing the guitar and singing, and I would do tiny little concerts in my music school every summer, whatever. And I would be like so excited. I'm doing this, and I'm just learning this song for the whatever little fest, and she would walk in my room when I was playing the guitar. She would just be like, "Oh, you're so beheaded. You think you're like, I don't know the word in English. There is one word in Greek that says that you're beheaded. It's called psonio." And she would call me that all the time. This is what I remember from my mom. Instead of saying, "Well done," "Oh, yeah, that's amazing," or telling me good things, no compliments, just don't say anything, not putting me down as well. And I have to accept my mom did not like, she hated us. Okay, maybe that's a strong word, but sort of like, we were products of a marriage that she didn't want to be in. And we have to accept as society, as like, we are some kids, some people, some grown-ups come from really loveless families, and your family may not like you, your family may not love you. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know, I feel like only because I'm digging into it right now, it's hurting me. It's not hurting me, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of like, oh, the revelations are hitting me in the face now. It's like, oh, she said that. Oh, okay. And as I said before, I'm trying to excuse them. They did not want to be together. They did not want to be parents. They should never have been parents. But here we are. It's 2025. Don't make the same mistakes that boomers did. We don't have to make the same mistakes. They did not have to be. I mean, I guess, I don't know. The things in Greece in the 70s, I guess they had to, because I don't know. I don't know, guys. See, I'm still trying to excuse them. They should never have been married. And I don't know. The whole thing should, like, do you have a different choice if you come from poor families, they come from poor families from little villages in Greece, so they go together for whatever reason. Even that, you don't have money and this is what you're worried about, to get married, and I don't know. Anyway, this has got to be my longest video, and I think I haven't even touched the edges. I haven't even talked about deeper stuff. Anyway, at least I didn't get emotional. That's good. Anyway, let me know how are your families, especially if your parents are boomers. I mean, I guess if you're in your 40s and 50s. Would you hang out with your parents if they were not your parents? Would you hang out with your siblings if they were not your family? Let me know. And sorry for the long video. Thank you, guys. Thank you for commenting. Thank you. Have an amazing day.